What people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lindsey, and you don't know how we do it over here. We slay and save, we ball on a budget. Today we'll be doing some crochet box braids. So we'll be using the pre-looped crochet box braids in, I think that's a color 27. We'll also be needing our crochet hook, then our rat tail comb, and just some rubber bands from your local beauty supply store. So let's get into the tutorial. So I started out, well, I already had washed my hair and conditioned, and I did stretch my hair with just on some low heat with my blow dryer, just to, get it to set properly for this style. So I'm going to start out by just getting my hair into two sections, because the front section is what we're going to be doing using the rubber band. So after I kind of part my hair in like a lower and a upper half, I'm just going to be parting out that first section. Now if you guys are familiar with that crisscross rubber band method, that's kind of what we'll be doing here, because it does mimic individuals. It's just kind of like another cheat way. So I'm just cleaning up that part, then I'm just going to be taking that section out of the way, and then we're going to go into sectioning out. Now please guys, don't kill me for detangling with the rat tail comb, I know. So for each section that I'm doing, I'm going to be parting it into 3 small boxes, because the braids are pretty small and I don't want a small braid with a large box. We'll also be using our Shine and Jam gel, because we know anytime we're doing any type of braid style, you've seen me use this in my jumbo box braids tutorial. It just makes it look a little bit neater, and we're going to be putting it at the roots. And honestly, I didn't even use a lot. So for each box, I'm just going to be securing it with the rubber band. And for this part that's close to my edges, I did not do it tightly, because I mean, that's my edges, it's really not worth it. And I just tried to make each box as equal as possible, follow with the Shine and Jam, and then add the rubber bands. And I don't know, I didn't use a lot of the Shine and Jam. I don't know, I just use a little bit, because I think with this a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just securing it, and then just to pull it gently. Don't do it till rip out your hair. Just be gentle with it, because this style, it's not supposed to be like a tight style. Remember, it is a protective style. So when we are done with our boxes, we're just going to connect them with like about 2 more rubber bands. I'm sure you guys have seen me do something similar to this before. And some people, what they like to do is to braid each section in between the rubber bands just for extra stability, but honestly I didn't have the patience and I didn't have the time, so I just connected it just as much. I kind of, for some of them, I did twine it a little bit and then connect it, but it really and truly doesn't matter. It still held up pretty well, and then I just stretched it a little bit just to make sure the connection was secure. And again, please do not do this tightly. I'm going to go in for a second row and do the exact same thing. Now I know you guys probably saying, Lindsey, you're doing this so fast. Don't worry, I got you. I slowed it down. I did. And for some people, they would probably do this for their whole head. Now I did consider doing it for my whole head, this whole faux individual kind of thing, but guys, I didn't have any time. So I just had to do it for the top of my head, and then the rest of my head I kind of just wing it, but you'll see. So just the same section just for this first half, and I really wanted to focus on the first half of my head, because like if I wanted to do a half up half down style, just kind of having this kind of fake individuals just made the box braids that much more flexible and versatile. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how I did it. I told you I was going to slow it down. After I secured each single box with the rubber band, I just twined my hair a little bit and just secured the first box to the second box, then secured the second box to the third box. As I go along, you'll see what I'm saying. And then it kind of, some people like to do this as a fake cornrow, sorry, type of style, and I'm sure you've seen me do something similar like this before, but you know, it works. So it's just connecting them at each section with a elastic band. Now forgive me if my big old hands are in the way. This is just how I was comfortable doing it, but you guys just watch me. I can show you better than I can tell you, and you'll get the gist of it. See, I'm showing you. And I'm almost done with the top half of my head, and I'm moving on to the last row. So I just secured each section, and then I'm just kind of twining the hair just for extra stability, and then I'm going to connect it to the second box at the base. It's secure enough that it doesn't wiggle and have the braid flopping all over the place, but not too tight where it pulls my hair out or gives me a headache. So now that we're done with the first half of our head, I decided to just cornrow the back because I didn't, as I said, I didn't have the time, and it will just make the process go so much easier, so much smoother. So I just did this real quick, just some simple straight backs for each row that I have at the first half of my head. I kind of just had a cornrow to match. So I don't know how much I had, you know, I think I had like 1 2 3 4 5 6 at the front of my head. I don't know, I just kind of went with it, and I just wanted it to be not too bulky, so that's why I kind of just match it up with what's at 1 2 3 4 5. How much I have in my head? Yeah, I think that's it. And that's what you see me using is just some castor oil right before I start cornrowing, and I just did it straight back and braided my hair all the way to the end. Okay, so now that I finished cornering, guys, you know, when I was looking at this, I actually almost did something different with the front half, but I decided to commit and stick to this style. Anyways, so I am just going to do one big braid with all of the cornrows, and then when I'm done, I'm just going to tuck it and hide the ends of the hair because, you know, it's a protective style, so you tuck the ends away. And now we can finally start. Wait, nope. Oil my scalp first because I do have dry scalp, and now we start. So I'm just going to grab my crochet hook and grab the hair, and then I'm just going to start from the bottom, well, not the bottom of my head, the back of my head, and then I'm going to start with the first cornrow. So you know how to crochet, you're gonna use the open latch and slide it under the braid, then you're going to hook the hair onto the latch, close the latch and pull it through, then you're going to loop the end of the hair through the loop. I'm gonna run through that with you again, don't worry. I don't know what was going on with my fingers for this, but it's like it just did not want to cooperate and pull this hair through, but we got it through. We did. Okay guys, so again you're going to take the open latch hook and slide it under the braid, attach the hair, close the hook, then you're gonna pull the hook through, remove the hook, and then pull the end of the braid through that loop so it kind of creates the knots. I just did it once because, well, because I could, because that's my business. Anyways, and then you just pull it to secure it onto the braid. So now when I got to the front of my hair, I did the exact same thing with the crochet, but I made sure that I crocheted directly over the rubber band. So when I was creating the knots with the hair, it hid, Lord God, it hid the elastic band, which is why, you know, it was good to use either black or clear rubber bands. So I just did it directly over the elastic band, and I kind of use that as like a benchmark. So that's how it helped to mimic that look of individuals. So when you're looking at the hair, you don't see that elastic band, you're just gonna kind of see that individual box. You know, just fake it till you make it. Exact same thing directly over the elastic band. Another thing, guys, when I did this front box on my hair, I did not do it too close to my edges. I kind of just pushed it back a little bit away from my edges. So guys, now that I added the braids to all the cornrows and all the elastic bands, I still felt like the hair was a little bit empty, so I decided to go in between the rows and add some extra braids just until I got the desired fullness that I wanted. I just went in between the boxes, in between the cornrows, and any gaps that I felt, I just added braids. So when I'm finished adding the extra braids, I'm just pulling it up, showing you how it looks at the front, how it kind of has that individuals look at the front, showing you the back, and just seeing how I feel about it, you know. And yeah. So I fixed up myself, and this is look number one. Added some gold jewels to the hair for this just kind of side crown kind of look that I do like with box braids. And then with look number two, I just kind of had it free flowing, just showing you how easy and how it looks with the individual method. Just kind of have it just whoosh whoosh flowing all over the place. You know, guys, I wish I could show you how long this hair was. This camera did not even do it justice to show you the like length. I've had this hair for a couple years, so I don't really remember the color or the brand. I would definitely look, and I think I used about 10 packs. I'll definitely leave it in the description box below. This is a third look I did with kind of like a high ponytail that I like to do with box braids. And of course, what are box braids without a ninja bun? Come on, I know everybody has to do the ninja bun at some point when you have box braids, right? I definitely recreated this look from a couple years ago when I did these braids already. I will leave that in a little like box so you can see how I had it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, oh wait, another look. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can be alerted to when I upload a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on all socials at __ Lindsey Beth. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, till next time, bye.